So, the Pokemon movie? This one's gonna be a tough one. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Nathan here, welcoming you back for a brand new video. Today, I'm going to review the Pokemon 20th Anniversary I Choose You movie, which came out a week ago? Something like that. And I'm just here to talk to you about it. I watched it with my friends in the theaters a few nights back, and I actually got this really nice Ash's Pikachu exclusive card for this movie. And so, sadly, this is the only good thing that came out of the movie. I'm not even joking. Go watch it. It's a good movie. It's enjoyable for your kids. But for people who grew up with Pokemon, it was a huge disappointment. I made 2 videos before this on the trailers, and I'm pretty sure I kind of talked about what I'm going to talk about today, because it was predictable, it was unnecessary, and there were just some things that didn't work with the movie. Animation-wise, it was fantastic. Watching it on the big screen was a great experience, especially when you're watching with 100 other Pokemon fans and you're all cheering for the same things. But at the same time, I found myself, we were all kind of disappointed with the same things at the same time. There were 3 particular moments in the movie that were very dark. One of them was one of the main characters is Luxray died protecting him. One was Ash dreaming that he was in the real world without Pokemon. That was really weird. That completely took me out of the movie. And the last one was obviously when Ash actually died. He actually died for a good minute and a half in the movie. Which leads me to the next part, which includes this guy, because the entire theater rioted when this happened. Ash died, and the next scene is Pikachu crying. But before that happens, Ash is like, Pikachu, get into the Pokeball, why won't you get into the Pokeball? And then you hear Pikachu in Pikachu's normal voice, Pika, Pika, and it goes to, because I always want to be with you. Yeah, Pikachu talked. That was completely unnecessary. And the entire theater was like, what is going on? Why is Pikachu talking? And at that moment, from that moment onwards, people had no interest in the movie whatsoever. I really don't understand why they chose to do this. And to be completely honest, the 2 companions with Ash, they could have easily been Brock and Misty, and it wouldn't have changed the story one bit. I have no clue why they decided to add 2 characters from Sinnoh. The guy, I don't even know his name, was from Veilstone City, and Verity was from Twin Leaf Town. And see, here's another thing. They completely shoehorned this in. These 2 characters from Sinnoh, Gen 4 remakes, and Verity was revealed to be Cynthia's daughter. But there was nothing done about it. It felt like it was just just put in there, and then, oh hey look, we have a character that's Cynthia's daughter, even though it's completely not mentioned before. And that was just I was shocked for a minute, and I was like, okay, then what? What are you gonna do about it, right? And so these 2 characters could have easily been Brock and Misty. The guy was like, oh yeah, I'm traveling to become a Pokemon professor. I'm like, okay, Brock was traveling to become a Pokemon doctor. And then you have Misty, who was a gym leader, and she uses water type Pokemon, and Verity uses water type Pokemon. I'm just I'm so salty about not having Brock and Misty. Granted, they put all the companions, all of his traveling companions in the end credits, but I'm like, why couldn't you just put them in the movie? Really, if this movie was set in an alternate universe, these people would still exist. Just put them in the movie somehow. Team Rocket was useless. Every single scene, they blasted off again. Really, they had nothing to the plot. In previous movies, Team Rocket would be integral, or they would be part of the story. But this movie, they were just in every scene, blasting off again. And I was just like, okay, cool, comic relief. Again. And again. And again. Oh, we're gonna fall off the cliff now? Okay, sounds legit. Like, don't get me wrong. Again, I'm gonna say this. It was definitely gutsy of them to make this movie, and I think there were some scenes, as I mentioned, that were dark and actually catered to our audience. And there were a lot of nostalgic things happened. They were able to condense kind of the original series, like some of the main plot points, and they condensed it into this movie. But it wasn't satisfying because they just kind of like filled in slots. I wouldn't be surprised if the storyboard was like, insert nostalgic scene here, insert nostalgic plot here. Oh look, the Charmander should be here. Like, ugh. Anyway, that was my thoughts on this movie. I'm sorry if maybe you were looking for something more positive. I really dug from the deepest of my heart to kind of find the right words for this review because I was so frustrated. Again, the only good thing that came out of this movie, the only good thing, I'm never letting you go.